Man, that was nuts. It would seem that after hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of PlayStation not being available online for gameplay in any sense, if you were digital at all, after hours and hours, we are back up. Ladies and gentlemen, you are live. It is Milo Wilson, aka Suspect 20. You are here for a live on-air broadcast. My crew doesn't know what's going on. It's the middle of the morning, but PlayStation is back up and operating again, so we'll see how long this goes. I may have friends that are on. Let's go check it out right now and see. This is like immediately after the hack. Let's see. Not very many people are even in GTA right now. Chloe Clover, China, Demon Wolves, Fireflyer, Lunchpin, Box, Pitbull, Racer Cloud, Raw Dog, Bugs, Reese. It looks like people are slowly getting back on here. But you can see I have a whole list of people. That was nuts, man. That was nuts. GTA after the hack. Fucking hey, that was crazy. Alright, I see that there's comments and views, so let me go into the live stream and I'll address those here in just a second. Anyways, I'm gonna see he's asleep. Nuts. Nuts. Well, I can't tell you how crazy things were. Not only on top of that, I was already having a bad morning, afternoon, night, evening. So that was even worse, man. Oh no, series. Hey, did you survive the PSN shutdown? I did. Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. So in my live stream right now, we have a live chat going. I'm hearing it was Sony. Sony was down. So, alright, it was Sony down. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, no, it was bad. I woke up and started having a bad day, like, fucking immediately, and then I got on GTA for like 2 seconds. I was hanging out with a couple of the boys, and next thing you know, it was like, blip, it's gone. And I started trying to, talk to the friends groups and join in on the friends, and it was like, you have no friends, try again when you add some friends. I was like, what the fuck? Try again when I add some friends? It was like, I have like 300 friends on this bitch. I was like, come on. So I started messaging the groups, I took a screenshot of it.
Okay.
I was gonna message my group, but my group wasn't there. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it was just weird, like all this weird shit started happening, and then, like some of us in the group are a little bit closer than the others, so cell phones. Trying to text out and let everybody know what's up. Worldwide. Can you believe that? It was worldwide. That's a good point on those series. So I was upset, and Tammy's here, and she was like, "Hey, you just want to go for a walk?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's go for a walk." So we went over to the Walmart, and they haven't. They hadn't said anything in all the amount of time. There's not been like a official note or anything. Sony hasn't said anything. But I went for a walk and got some cigarettes and got some snacks at the store. Did this and that. Come home, I've started watching the stream. And they were talking about all, what could be happening and all this. Oh yeah, the official reason is definitely gonna come out soon. For sure. But that was just nuts. Experiencing that was nuts, and so I stopped watching this live stream because I realized I was just, I was just like fixed to it, attached to it. It's like find something else to do. So I started watching my own stream instead, because we had a pretty good broadcast last night. So I decided I would get my GTA fix, watching GTA, and the best way to watch GTA that I know of is watching Suspects R Us. So. Let's see. Oh No Series is telling me on the live chat that they acknowledge the outage, but they're not likely going to say what happened. So, yeah. I went for a walk, and we went to the store, got a couple of snacks, got some cigarettes, came home. I watched the... Oh, son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? They just took my door off. They just took the door off my car. Fucking assholes. And yeah, I watched some streams and watched my own content. I just kind of left my console on for a little bit, took it offline. Was playing GTA on the story mode for a little while. Haha. little development there. I have the stats and everything that I still have from my old story mode, where it says I'm like 52% done or whatever. But when I load up in story mode here, it tells me that I have nothing done. And so I was out there accomplishing things in story mode, saving but not saving, you know, because it's already saved. So I would just do it to open it up on my story mode map that I have now, I guess. And since it's already saved, I just don't save it. But anyways, besides the point, I was out to make content before I realized, hey, this is back on. And I kept checking periodically. I would turn my system on and reconnect it to the internet. I was kind of hoping getting it off the internet would, you know, help uncrowd the servers so Sony could do whatever the fuck they have to do. But I took it off the internet for a little while. Sat here and watched my own stuff. Periodically checked, and here we are, man. This is right after the hack. I think they got hacked, man. I mean, it's just several hours. In some places, it was like 7 hours, right? So 7 hours. They barely said anything about it. What they just acknowledged it a little bit, you know, here and there. And now, here we are suddenly. No inkling of a clue at all, unless you're on YouTube and you're checking it out to see what's going on, and people are starting to get the word out. Like right now, as we speak, people are starting to get the word out. They're like, oh, it's back up, it's back up. You know, all their little friends and all their little cell phones and all of the text messaging groups and all this and that. So slowly the world is going to tune back in to PlayStation Network. It actually isn't entirely resolved yet. They're still bringing it back up. Oh, so they're in the midst. This broadcast is occurring in the midst of them still fixing things. They're in the midst of still putting things back together. Some people in some chats out there and some live streams were saying that you know, it's going to take them weeks to put the server back together. You know, and oh my gosh, you know, it could. It could take a week to just rebuild just one server, you know, and how many servers do they have, and all this crazy stuff. So you'll hear conspiracy theories. I'm gonna help spread them. You fucking kidding me? They got hacked. They got hacked, and it was fucking Russia or some shit. No. No. I love Russians. I don't like the government very much, but I love Russians. The civilians, the people. They're good people. They're good people. Anyways, not resolved yet. That's nuts. This is all very, very insane. Well, here we are back in the world of Suspects R Us. There are some people out there. You're free to join on me if you want to. I'm not doing anything. I was watching my races and I thought I should probably get back in here and go fix some of the discrepancies in my races, some of the bad parts, and adjust the car usage and restrict it and this and that. And now that I'm here, I'm just kind of aimlessly wandering around Los Santos to see if we can actually get something accomplished while we're here with not a whole lot of people hanging out. Oh no, I'm happy to see you in the stream. Thanks for coming to the chat. I appreciate you. Alright, let's go get my weapon situation fixed up real fast. I've been running out here. I've been in some missions lately with Ray. We went and did a few series of the Humane Raid before I had to jump off and go to a golf game today. So that was fun. But while I was in those missions, man, I was running out of ammo on the good stuff. You know, the good stuff, the MK weapons. So let's hop in here in the MK weapons. Get these bad boys filled back up. There's one. I think as soon as you buy rounds for one weapon here, one weapon type, it just fills it up for all the weapons that you have those rounds on. So most of these were fucking empty yesterday. Alright. When I do that, I just stand here, go to my health and ammo, click once left over on the D-pad, and fill it all up at once. Now all I have to do is go to my office and get the body armor. went to the nightclub. Popularity is going to be horseshit because I'm always on and I never check my popularity. It's okay though. I make money elsewhere nowadays. But this was once the opportunity for me to collect $500,000 just in one sitting of a session, as long as I kept my player on AFK throughout the night and day, which is a hard thing to do when Sony's being hacked left and right. I mean, like for like 2 weeks now, I've just had complete, utter nonsense issues. People in my crew, people here and there, just people that we know, just having issues. Rockstar being weird. And this might have everything to do with it. I am the CEO of Suspects Are Us. Let's go over here and see. $1 million. Okay, well that's ready to sell. $1 million. If it's $1 million or over, I sell it. Man, wait, oh, wrong button. Confirm that. Oh, the PSN shut down. It was horrible. Good God. It was horrible, you guys. I had to take a walk and everything.
Okay, well, this is what's known as a high-risk trade. Your buyer wants 3 separate drops, and they want you to know you're very likely to meet resistance somewhere along the way. Resistance?
Very likely to meet resistance.
Thank God it's you out there, not me.
Aw, Tony. You're such a pansy. Let's go. Alright, so these are all mapped out for me. Maybe I know a better way. Maybe. So let's check out the map. Where's this at? Alright, this way is going to be like, okay enough. 100%. Let's go. These guys probably won't attack me until after the first drop off. So I'm going to have one good clean drop off here, and then we're going to be fighting our way to the second and the third. Alright. And don't forget, we're in the friends lobby, so if you're hanging out with Suspects Are Us, you can join on us, like right now. We got nobody in here. It's 3 something in the morning, so I don't expect a whole lot of activity right now. But if you're one of those late nighters, we have a couple of them. Man, come and join up. Oh, you know what? Something important about today. One of my friends on the PlayStation Network here, one of my golfing buddies has a kiddo that's got a birthday going on today. I think is the case. I'm not sure if that's today or if it was yesterday for them, because they're in another nation. And I don't want to be too specific or anything, so I'm not going to name names or what nation or anything, but one of my buddies has a kid. I'm not even going to tell you the gender of the kid, alright? Has a kid, he's got a birthday today, and their child usually likes to watch us play golf. So, and if you're seeing the broadcast, they'll know I'm talking about them. I want to tell you happy birthday from the bottom of my heart. Happy birthday. Your pops is a good person and has really helped me how to play golf a lot. So I'm gonna give you guys a shout out. But thank you so much for watching the channel all the time, and I want to wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, gotta watch out for those curves, you know, because they'll send this truck up in the air 50 yards. I don't think I've ever been out this way to drop off an item. Oh hell. You get on the interstate for 2 seconds, take the next right exit. Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, the racers are out there racing now. Demon Wolves is out there racing. Alright, last one. And here come the bad guys again. It's alright, I just set out a couple of bombs. Just set out a couple of bombs. Now they wanted me to go left there, but this is a tall bridge and I can go underneath of it, so it's okay. They just wanted me to take the short route, you know. Watch out for the median there. Maybe you guys don't know what happens if I hit a median. Watch it. Usually that median will take me 10 feet in the air. I've been messed up for days. Ooh. Call it off my way. That person did not like that. I got something for them. Whoopsie daisy. Oh. Oh, I just killed the owner of that Jeep. And that one too. Oh, this guy's mad. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to shoot at some people. I believe that's gonna be the case. Here, yeah. You get out of the way, guy. I'm trying to make a delivery here, and I'm getting shot at the same time, you know? Makes it kind of difficult, bud. Oops. Ah, I keep pushing over it. Alright, now all I should have to do is just run back to this guy. You gotta be kidding me. Run back to my helicopter. Usually run faster in first person. Well, there's an extra $1 million to put on top of what? What do we got here? 4.7. So we had 3.7 before. That ain't too bad. I got all those blips down there. I just learned the other day how to go into Anahuac and change my location that way. It takes forever, but if you're in the middle of, you know, some kind of weird bullshit, you can just do it that way. Daisy, I just shot the hotel. What are those people screaming about? Maybe I have a bounty on my head and I don't know it. It could be the case, you know? It could be the case. Oh, while I got you here, guys, I want to remind you, you're hanging out with Milo Wilson, aka Suspect Sony. We're in the live side of the broadcast right now, but eventually we'll be in the episode side of the broadcast with footage from the episode, or from the broadcast, and etc. So don't forget there is a video side. If you want to go to the video side, you'll see the latest episode. It just dropped last night, or earlier today, right before the crash. So that's nuts, man. I can't believe PlayStation crashed out like that. Sony. I wonder what's going to happen in the business world because of all this, you know, like Sony, PlayStation, business contracts between each other and all that, you know. What's the repercussions going to be? How's all this going to play out in the end? And what happens? What happens when stuff like this occurs, you know, like, what do they do? Does Sony just own like some big office warehouse facility, or there's just like a bunch of technical hackers protecting the Sony database like 24/7? Like, is that how this kind of thing works out? Like, do they have to hire like a whole other hacking service in order to? I gotta put this in a vehicle garage item. In order to get all this figured out, you know. Like, great. It's nuts. Alright. Let's take it to garage 1 real fast and we'll just replace the first car in there. That's alright, it'll go to the house garage. I'm going to take this thing into the house garage, you know, manually anyways, eventually. So we'll just switch it back whenever that occurs. And that'll be that. That'll be that. Yeah, because I don't like either of those cars. What are they doing in here? Oh, I know what's going on. See, after I got versions of all the cars that I want inside of my main garage, my main house garage, which, by the way, I bought a new property. I wasn't supposed to. Anyways, after I got versions of those cars that I really like, I brought all those cars back to my garage, except the Porsche. Maybe I need to bring the Porsche back, but I'm not daily driving it so much anymore as I used to. Now that I have this and the 300ZX, the 300ZX has pretty much taken over all the daily driven requirements on my channel. So I love that car ever since I was a kid. I don't know if I've said that before on this channel, but 91 300ZX just owns my heart forever. What did I want to do? I just wanted to fix this car for cheap. That's all. That's literally it. But what can be done to this car? Well, let's check it out.
Life is hard when you can have anything.
I don't think there's a plates option, so I can't put the Suspects RS plates on there. But for those of you who see it, it is green tint windows, and it does have the spindles from Benny's on there. I could put white walls on there if I wanted to. I did earlier, but a couple people didn't like it. So the arcs for this car, and this is the police car version of this car, so there will be different options for the one that is a regular daily driver or civilian vehicle. However, all the different options for this vehicle, we'll just run through them real fast. Brakes, bumper options. Alright, so that's stock right there. And they have this weird, like, hard body.
Making decisions is stressful.
I got the version with the bottom lights and the bumper. And there's not so much of an option for this guy.
If you can think it, I can do it.
Although, I might put that on there. Let's see what's up. I got the sport bumper on there now. The stock bumper is just all that without the diffuser on the bottom, I guess. If that's even a diffuser, I don't know what that is. Either way, the engine, the exhausts.
No rush at all.
I'm not sure I want exhaust on the side of my whip like that. Or there. Oh. I have the grill with the badge on it. The hood. Some of those options are just gross. Regular lights, liveries to put on it. These are this is the cop car. Don't forget that. So these aren't special liveries. These are just liveries to throw on there. I don't like any of them. I don't like a single one of them. Let's see what we got for mirrors here. On the cop car, half those mirrors are just dumb. Are you kidding me? Okay. Emergency lighting. We have this bad boy. It's like the old school. Like, I'm gonna catch you out in Sandy Shores doing something. Same thing. Trying to catch you out in Sandy. Same deal. I don't know why they couldn't give us cool light bars. But then there's these, and it's like a state patrol bar. Pretty dope. So I could see using that from time to time. Only from time to time. But I would buy a whole new version of this car to do that. So anyways. Searchlights. I could leave one on there just to kind of let people know, like, this is a cop car. But I don't want to let people know. I mean, I don't know. That is kind of dope, though. Yeah. I don't like that. It is a cop car in reality. Let's just leave that one search bar on there. How about that?
Bubbles or something?
I'm not going to respray it. There's a roll cage in it already. I'm not sure that I like that roll cage. Smaller pads. I think we could go without a roll cage. Alright, all the mini skirt options for this car.
Making decisions is stressful.
That's just regular stock. And there you go. I have the big old pretty ones. Spoiler options are ridiculous for this thing. Alright, so there's a little lippy, just a little bit of a lip. Ducktail spoiler. Large ducktail spoiler. Sport spoiler, which doesn't look very good on this car at all. A rolled lip spoiler, which is what I have, which I think is period correct. The race spoiler, which looks kind of dumb. This thing, which looks even more dumb, bridge. Touring, which doesn't fit the car at all in any way whatsoever. And the drag spoiler. Yeah. Sun strips. There's so many. Carbon. Vapid. The plastic, the primary, the secondary is what I have.
No rush at all.
Suspension. I probably need to take it off of that suspension, but I like it for now. Just, transmission's good. Turbos. I'm not fussing with the wheels or the windows. And there you go. Let's exit to the ground. Alright, we've just gone and sold that. I think I actually need to sell my cocaine warehouse. Which kind of sucks. Because there's no one here to do it with me. So I have to just wait. I gotta just wait. But it's the one thing I kind of stick up with. Because it's more than $250,000. Like, if it's just $250,000, I'm not going to go do it. Like, it's just I feel like it's a waste of my time. So I'm not bothering with it. I'll go help anybody else do it because maybe it's worth their time, but it's not worth my time. I'm not going to go do it for myself. I'm just going to ignore it. I got other things to do. Yeah, this thing is definitely, I can resupply it though, for sure. That way when we do sell it, then I'll have something to come back to. Alright, yay. Alright, let's go to the resupply. And confirm that. Okay. I'm not going to sell the stock. I am going to stand here and disband so that I don't get raided. Pretty simple and easy. Let's open up this here Pepsi. Tonight's broadcast sponsored by Pepsi, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see a motto, a slogan. I don't see a slogan on the can. You know what though? I'll tell you right now. That's immediate satisfaction. If you drink soda, that's immediate satisfaction. Pepsi. Immediate satisfaction. Ooh, they could get in trouble for saying something like that. I'm not saying gratification. I'm just saying, you know, immediate satisfaction. I feel like that hit the spot that whatever it was I was feeling needed to be hit, you know, in a soda. You know, like if I didn't know that was Pepsi, I would totally choose that. Coke doesn't do that for me. And I would know it was Coke. Coke kind of tastes like iron a little bit, if you ask me. Alright, so right now you guys are witnessing me drive around Los Santos like a madman. I'm going and resupplying all the stuff that I normally would and do resupply on my first run or two around here, around town, when I first get into the game. So if I find myself settled into a session, this is what I do. This is what I do. I always end up over at the nightclub first because it produces me the most money. And then, well, actually, my friends running Bogdan's and shit produces me the most money. But in game by myself, that motherfucker pays out. So we go and we do what it needs to do. And then these places here will just barely miss the train. Let's go in here and talk to Lupe. Hey, Lupe. Go to work, Lupe. She knows what's up. She knows what's up. It's a $7,500 conversation I just had. Expensive talking to Lupe. That's alright though. I'll make $250K out of that, and that'll go towards the bigger product that I have. I got a huge old floor over here. Oh shit. forgot I needed to slow down to cross that street. That just went all wrong, you guys. I've been trying to perfect this, but that was just bad. That was just all bad. Every single bit of it. Maybe I got hacked too. Killed him. My bad. We'll have an ambulance come check them out and make sure they're actually dead, you know, just in case. Yeah. I'm sure an ambulance will be here eventually. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Carlos. Good word, Carlos. This guy doesn't actually have a name. I don't know why. They didn't give him a name. But, his name is Carlos now. And he works for me. He's the manager of my warehouse. My big warehouse. Don't ask me why I have a guy managing my big warehouse and a girl managing my small one. If it were up to me, it would be the other way around. There we go. Alright, now let's collect some money real fast. Oh, whatever. These cops are gonna roll up and see that it's a cop and be like, eh, well. I don't know, the turnaround time here on most things is pretty, usually my car takes a little while to get up in there. In the office garage. You know, it didn't take very long at all this time. So, I don't know. Whatever they're fixing on over there at Sony and Rockstar, PlayStation and all that, you know, it's better than it was before. Good job. Way to fix something. If you're gonna fix it right, you know. Alright, there's $100,000 in here if I can get through that door. Suspect has a weird face coming out of this safe. I don't like it. So I try not to show you guys his face when I'm in here. Just go. Just go, man. Just go. Open the door, suspect. For Christ's sake, man. Dino Wolf is out there just racing away, man. He's racing away. Sorry, Demon. I'll come help out and race with you when I'm done doing my daily routine here. No cops. What do you know? safe in here too, you guys. What was that? $8,500? Great. Oh, I'm rich now, let me tell you. Suspect has got it all. Go buy that mansion in the hills and live that high life. Ooh, baby. Actually, there is a mansion in the hills, and it's got a really nice interior. I don't know. I'm thinking about buying a house. I'm not going to move there, but I would like to, you know, have it for like a safe house or something, just in case. Man, if they made all the other Dominators police cars, that would be fucking dope. Oh. Actually, I should probably go this way. Put these guys to work too. Go inside this bail bonds place, make sure these dudes are working all the time. You have a safe here, and as long as those guys are working, you got a safe here too. Go ahead and get this loaded up. So this is kind of how I just make my money on a daily basis, outside of going with my buddies to run a couple of Bogdans. Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Get to work. Get to work.
Sure.
Get to work, my guy. Alright, let's go see what the secretary has to say. How's it going? Well, it turns out there's a huge old hack across the Sony PlayStation, like across the whole entire world. And everybody got all hacked, and we couldn't have any type of access to the system for some of us just 3 hours, others of us like full on 7 hours. Sony PlayStation never came out with any type of anything except they acknowledged that something dopey was going on, and that's it. And so nobody knows what happened, but here we are now. It's all fixed up, and I don't know. What are you working on? Alright.
You know, Ma says the Eccles family always had bounties in their blood. But if you go back far enough, who's hunting and who's hiding starts to get real blurry.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, them Eccles boys, tell you what, they're always in trouble. Let's just get some snacks real fast. Oh, I got all the snacks I need. Alright. Hop on over to the safe. $12,000. Almost 12.5 grand there. I'm gonna close this safe. I don't know if I leave it open, if it's gonna collect anything, you know. Now we'll go see how much the mega offer is on this thing. Get inside of there. And 125,000 for this young lady, Grace Whitney. I wonder what she's done. Is that Johnny Depp over there on the left? No, that's Hunter Duggan from the Duggans family. Probably skipped out on probation. Oh look, there's a race list. 1 of 12. That's kind of. I don't know. We'll see about it. See you later. I said, see you later.
Take it easy.
Boy, she's kind of got a delayed response, don't she? Gee whiz. I don't know what kind of nonsense that was. I really do not know. Okay, that was just me getting pulled out in front of. My battery's dying on my cell phone. Alright, sometimes it takes long to get in here, so let's see how long it takes. Well, that was almost immediate too. Oh. Alright. I already have my snacks. So I need to grab my money and go grab my body armor. And then I should be set for regular gameplay. I might go to a public lobby, or if I don't have friends join up on me here, I'll just hang out with my friends. 39 grand from this place. My agency. Alright, let's go upstairs. Wallet and keys on the table. That's weird. I've never seen that before.
right. Alright, let's talk.
Body armor. Oh no. Alright.
If you saw where we were from, you know how far Franklin made it. Me too, shit. Just a different route.
Francis, I see the playlist. It's probably not going to be a very full playlist at this point, which is fine. I'm down for that all day, man. I'd rather have a small playlist than a big one. But man, the way racing has been lately, maybe that's something I should address on my channel to everybody in the community. In fact, maybe I should, let's see, there's Loose and Profuse doing a drift race. We had Release earlier doing regular Rockstar racing, just, you know, practicing around and stuff. I don't know. It sounds to me, when I look at all my invites and everything from people inviting me to different events and things, it sounds to me and looks like to me that everybody is everywhere. And I want to talk about that. So, I'm going to smoke up. And I'm going to tell you how I feel. What the hell's going on in the racing community with everybody and the brother. Truth is, I've been thinking about it for a couple of weeks now. Been kind of staying away from different invites and things, just from the racing community as a whole. Seems like there's, more often than not, a little bit of drama associated with racing, which is to be expected, I guess. You know, racers aren't notoriously the most drama-free people in the world, especially when it comes to, you know, crews, representing crews. Different crews here and there have I don't want to say crew beefs with one another, just a little bit of rivalry going on, I guess. You know, and it's just normal racing competition type stuff. That mindset, that existence of the rivalry being, that makes it easy for us to think negatively, feel compelled to be negative towards one another on the tracks. And I think that's gotten a little overbearing lately. And that is one thing that's kind of been on my mind for a little while, is this squad and this squad doesn't get along, or there's some people in this squad that are shitty, and there's some people in that squad that are shitty, so we're all just going to treat that whole fucking squad like shitty people, etc., so on and so forth, these types of things. Well, it's just happening way too much. And I think it's happening because these people aren't necessarily close or affiliated very much with the community. They don't know one another as well as the community used to know one another. They're not spending as much time together racing well and being good to one another as they used to. Right now, the community is turning into racing where you just get bumped around all the damn time. And I think people are starting to grow an unappreciation for it. So, a lot of people in different crews are just kind of backing off and letting these infights slide. And as a result of people disappearing and not joining and this and that, we've come to see playlists that are 12 race playlists, 10 race playlists, little, short quit 5, 6, 7, 8 race playlists. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. What I think should happen moving forward, if I could offer a resolve within the community as someone who speaks from a clear and open and appreciative mindset of the community, is that I think we all need to take our crews and our racers and get back to the basics in our own crew meetings going forward. I do. I think that if you belong to this crew, you just need to go race with that crew and have crew events and do that sort of thing. And if all the crews were to just stick to their own for a little while, hang out and get back to the basics and become respectable racers and thoughtful people, I feel like when we all hop back together and get on these playlists like you see 12 or above, that attitudes and demeanors will start to subside. So if we take a couple of weeks to do this, and we go and we get back to the basics with just our crews, and we start having regular practices, anytime you throw a playlist, it's just your crews and maybe some close friends. Get back to racing on a small board with one another. Get back to slowing down for the person you wreck, getting on the microphone saying sorry, stopping, honking your horn. Get back to having a little bit of etiquette, and maybe the community will start drawing itself back together. But for right now, what I see is a million different invites from all these different places. I'm getting drift race invites, I'm getting regular Rockstar invites, I'm getting top tier invites, and they're coming from everywhere. And it's all these people who used to race together, but everyone's kind of stepping back because the community is going to shit. So let's everybody just take a step back inside of our own crews and just race with our own crews for a couple of weeks. And when we all start getting back together again, we can kind of weed out the nuts, and that'll be that. And when I say weed out the nuts, we have to weed out the nuts. We cannot keep people on our friends list who are going to go into the races and ruin shit. If they're not a racer, fine. Make sure they're of good character and they're not going to fuck shit up. Because that's what's happening. We're getting people on our friends list that are joining our races, that are fucking all the races up and making it hard for people who enjoy the community to be there. Those aren't the type of people who deserve to have access to those types of races, by the way. Those are custom-made races, and they're custom-made by people we know, people we love, people inside the community, and not everybody should have a chance to race on those. So let's quit inviting everybody in the whole wide world to come race. Clean up the community a little bit. Practice and just stick to your own goddamn racing crew for a couple of weeks. And when we all get back together, hopefully it'll be a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. In the meantime, that is how I feel about what is going on in the racing community in the moment. And to be honest with you, a lot of people are just on their fives, racing on 5, and creating their own better community, because the community that we're in right now just fucking sucks ass. So you'll see in my last broadcast, I took my crew, I went racing. In our last broadcast, if you go back, just one video back to where you are today and now, you'll see there's a whole broadcast of me and my crew just racing, and you guys and your crew should go do the same thing. Go practice together, go hang out together, go get used to apologizing to one another, go get used to stopping for one another, get used to having and practicing a little bit of etiquette. And if you can have and practice some etiquette while you're on the racetracks, maybe this community can bring itself back together. But in the meantime, all I'm getting are these invites from everybody who should already be racing together. And it's for different races. It's for different things. You guys, look at this. Two different invites right here. Come on, you guys. let's get back to being in the community, shall we? Should we get back to being in the community or what? It's ridiculous. Alright, I think we got everything done as far as getting most of the normal shit that I get done on a daily basis, getting that shit done. So, let's go turn in some drugs to this drug dealer over here. I'm just gonna pull up in my cop car. And loose profuse, man, I never was a fan of the drift racing anyways. I really wasn't. Alright, he takes weed and cocaine and just gave me like, what, $100,000 or something? I didn't see what that was. 10,000? $10,000. What? This car is just a little bit too light for some parts of this road, you know, just a little bit too light. Sure enough, we just pull up over here and move the other car that we moved back to wherever the heck we got it from. There it is, that Banshee, which is actually my donor car, to be completely honest with everybody on the broadcast right now. Alright. There we have it, back at the house, easy peasy. After the hack, I was able to get into a session, do my normal daily rounds, right? I was able to do all that. I switched lobbies a couple of times before I even got on broadcast just to see, you know, like what would happen. Let's go check out the friends list and see who all stayed on, who made it on. And let's see. So it looks like just the same people here. Yeah, all the same folks. So there it is. There you have it. After the hack, ladies and gentlemen. September 30th, 2024. Sony PlayStation Entertainment System was hacked, and it went down for some of us nearly 3 hours, others of us nearly 7, 8, even 9 hours. I don't know how long for sure. It took them so long to get it worked out, and so we didn't experience too much of an issue outside of most of our evenings, if you don't have a life, being ruined. I was forced to go outside and take a walk, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are. After everything was said and over, we loaded back up, and we still have everything that we were left with. And not only that, but it seems like the entry into some buildings is just a little bit faster than it used to be. So there you have it. that's what happened. That was today. I hope you guys were able to sit back, relax, and enjoy this broadcast. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, tap that notifications bell. That's how you know we're going live on here and doing a broadcast. Or when we edit up some content for a video, we have that over on the video side. Don't forget to go like and subscribe for those videos as well. And until we load one of those up, which should be this week sometime, we'll see you in the next broadcast. That's the way that's supposed to end. We'll see you in the next broadcast. Good night.